Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to another episode of the Eve 30-Day Challenge. We are now into Odyssey officially. And so I know it'll be a little bit while before you guys see this on YouTube, but we are officially in Odyssey now, and so there's a lot of new features, including one that allows us to do dual training, that allows us to train on more than one account, or more than one character on an account simultaneously. So we are going to go through that process of how that's done, and we're going to figure it out. And I think that there's a big mistake that people are making. It's costing them an extra $10 or actually extra $5 per Plex. No, it's an extra $5 total that they're making the mistake on, and so I hope to show that is a mistake, and to show how it can be done better so you can save that real-life cash. Okay, and let's see here. Let me bring on the guys at TeamSpeak. Hello, guys. How are you today?
Good.
Yeah, so
man.
I'm going to actually I'm going to convert an ETC into Plex on the air, and I might have to hide my screen just a little bit while I do that, so I don't, just in case it doesn't work like right the first time. Oh my god! So I'll do it step by step.
You actually give away your free Plex.
yeah. Well, you know, that's what I'm trying to make sure is that I don't show the code that I'm using, because it's just for me. So. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so now I went and grabbed a Plex or a ETC from our store, and it's here's the deal, guys. Is that I see people getting their second character training going, and they're buying a 30-day ETC instead of buying a 60-day and converting it into 2 Plex. It will save $5 by doing it in this method that I'm about to show you. So, and if you're gonna, I mean, maybe if you only need one, then fine. But we were showing in the store, we were seeing people buying 3 and 4 of the 30 days to apply to their accounts, and
shit, that would cost me a fucking fortune.
Yeah. So it's just a waste of money. We started contacting people when we realized something was wrong. We were able to contact some of them and say, "Hey, is this really what you wanted to do?" And they're like, "No." So save them a few bucks. So to get to the menu, so first off, you go and you get ETC, which stands for Eve Time Code. You can get it at our store at markeedragon.com, or there's other resellers that sell them. And it's not exclusive to just us, although, if you want to come buy from us, that'd be awesome. There's a link below. And to get to the menu to redeem that, you just hit escape, and then there is a button down here that says Convert ETC. And so the Convert ETC, it says I'm about to convert an Eve time code into a pilot license extension, a Plex, and so then you can use it to extend the game time in your account. And so it's converting this real life thing, this code that you pay $35 for, which, by the way, those of you in Europe, I don't know if you know this or not, but you know how you have VAT and everything? If you buy them from us, we don't charge you VAT. And then there's the currency exchange rate. Do the math, and you'll see that you're saving money, even more money.
I know, I did it the other day. It saved me like a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, so we have a lot of European customers, and that know this trick. So, okay, and and then somebody else in chat, yes, they bring up the other obvious thing. If you go through Summer Blink, then what also happens is you get a 200 million ISK credit in their site per 60-day code that allows you to gamble that, and you're going to win stuff back. It's amazing how much stuff you can win. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so, and they're warning me, hide that while you type that in. Yes, I will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my camera here, and I grabbed the code out of the store. It's just a text block of text, and so let's see here. Okay, that should be small enough that you guys can't actually see it. I'm going to put it in here, and blammo. Okay, now I can show you this. It says that this is my code that I just put in, and I successfully converted it into 2 30-day pilot's licenses, 2 Plex. And so now it says it's in my hangar. Okay, so let's close this window here. And now all I got to do is figure out how to fund this guy. Has anybody funded their second character yet? Nope.
Yeah, I fund him with stocks from my manufacturing corp.
Well, that's not what I meant. What I was looking for is applying game time to the character.
I would assume that you probably need to give the Plex to the other character.
Oh, you think so?
No, it's account applied. You just apply it from any character on the account.
Mm-hmm. So
know how to do it?
I have no idea how to do this part. So
Just right-click on it.
right click on it. Okay. So right click on it and add game time to account. Okay, but I don't want to do both of them.
No, that's a subscription.
Activate dual character training. Whoever's got the stream on and the audio on, turn the audio off on the stream, or maybe you need a headset because I'm hearing myself talking whenever you talk. Okay, so there's activate dual character training. I really want to separate this beforehand. I don't want to do it with 2 of them. I want to do it with just 1 of them. And let's see here. Do I just shift and then drag? Yes. 1.
There's also a second way. If you're already on the second character you wish to train, you simply attempt to activate a training queue on that character, and it will prompt you with a pop-up message asking you if you want to activate dual training.
Oh, really? That's actually easier. Okay.
Yep.
Let me try that. So I'm going to go to skills. I'm going to open the training queue. He has something in the queue. Hit apply. And, oh, so it looks like, though, that it wants to go to the Eve management website. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to go to the website.
I never actually looked. I just read the CCP wrote that, so I never actually checked.
So I'm going to activate dual character training here with this. And are you sure you want to use this pilot license to activate a dual character training on this account? Yes. 30 days have been successfully added as a dual character training time. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
So apply, and yep, timer's going down. We did it! Woohoo! All right. So all of you who have been out there because we've seen a whole bunch of people come into our store and buying multiple 30-day codes. And those 30-day codes are $20 a pop, whereas a 60-day is $35. And you can save money. If you needed 2 of them, you can save the money. Sure, we'd make more profit at the store or whatnot, but I think that's a disservice to not let people know. So, okay.
Repeat customers is the key.
Yes. And I don't know if you guys have ever tested our customer service. Please don't inundate me with messages testing my customer service during the show. But we always respond very quickly, and first-time customers get their codes within 20 minutes, and existing customers, it's a lot quicker. So, okay, so now I got this guy. I'm just thrilled to have him training things now, and so now I got to figure out exactly what I want to do with this guy, because Brian, he's actually the guy who hosts the TeamSpeak server for us, and I don't think let me see if he's here. I don't see him here. He's probably at work right now. And but he proved with a brand new character. He picked up an account from us. By the way, we have $5 accounts for Odyssey right now that come with ships and everything. And the account at only, I think it was 2 days old, he came back to me and said he had done it and that he was making 300 million ISK an hour after only 2 days. With the method that we've been trying with doing faction warfare. And it was pretty incredible. And then I'm like, well, Brian, you still have to sell all of the product. And he's like, well, I'm putting it up on the market right now. And while we were talking, he completely sold out of all the product that he put up. And yeah, so it was somewhere between 250 and 300 million per hour that he had pulled off right there, and that's without refining everything, without really refining, honing in on the methods of doing this. This was just screwing around. So pretty neat. Okay.
They sell dreadnoughts to faction warfare players, and I sold 15 of them today.
Wow, that made a few bucks, huh? And now are those dreadnoughts? Are you buying them with faction warfare points, the loyalty points?
No, I'm building them with this. I'm building them with minerals and then selling them to faction warfare players in faction warfare base.
Mm-hmm. So there's money to be made with faction warfare other than just being in there and getting the loyalty points as well.
Yeah,
so
just stocking them with ships. They won't be able to get out, but they don't want to travel very far to get their ships. So,
well, that's exactly what I've been doing. I stocked up all of these ships here, and I think we're gonna go through on a new kind of a new setup here of this. But I moved 30 ships into a really close station, and and I did that because I wanted to be able to do this faction warfare a bunch. But anyway, okay. So okay. Well, I'm just so excited that worked. I actually hadn't tried that before the show here. I just thought it would work, and I hadn't tried it before the show because I didn't want to waste game time code. Just screwing around. So I'm really happy that worked. Okay. So now, I have this lovely fit here, which really isn't so lovely, and part of the problem I've been having with the faction warfare stuff is that it's been my ship has just not been quite strong enough to be able to withstand attack from one other player, and so that's what I kind of need to work on here, and so. I didn't do any research over the last few days. I've been so busy with other stuff, so I feel kind of like maybe I missed some stuff I should have done. In fact, this is my first time logging into Odyssey, just because I've been so busy. I have to go get
download it, huh?
I already downloaded it, but it's funny because it's like I have to get on here and broadcast live just to get some playtime. So, okay.
I managed to do it, man.
So, chat room, let's see, Atwig is saying that the Atron should be hull tanked. And what's that, IT, Paladin?
He's joking. No, you just pop. Hull tank now.
Okay.
Only real men hull tank.
Oh, I see. Well, I was like, okay, I don't know. I was going to find out what it was. Obviously, it's not. It's bogus. So
It's
Yes,
Joel
damage
a long
control is
time ago.
good.
yeah. So, and
You got better ships, Markee.
You could put a
Navy stuff.
well, okay.
yeah,
So
everything that I've told you last week, people are telling you right now. Shield extender, damage control. You can even put in maybe a power unit in the lower to help with your shield regen.
Okay. Let me get into the market here. Unfortunately, it's going to involve a little bit of flying around probably to pick up everything.
You still haven't actually trained this character, right? It's just kind of frozen, right?
He was frozen after about a day of training. And so he's got guns training right now, but I was just going to look and see if, start looking at these things and see what I need to...
Yeah. You probably can't fit that stuff anyway.
Possibly not. But, go ahead.
Markee, if you want to get basic fits or basic ideas, there is a site called battleclinic.com. It's not the best thing, but you can choose, you can tick like tags, for example, like active tank, you can put PvE, PvP, long range, short range, logistics, all these tick boxes to get exactly what you want. And then you can see people rating the fits, commenting the fits, and there you can get the basic idea of what it should look like. Now, it will never be perfect, but it will be a basic idea.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of Okay, so Battle Clinic has its pluses because it has a lot of information there. But it's my understanding in what I see from people is that you have to have the knowledge to be able to sift through some of that information as well to know whether or not it is a good suggestion. So,
well, yeah,
like I said,
there are certain basic types of fits. For example, with a shield, you will never go, for example, passive regen tank in PvP. Well, Drake could pull it off, but it's very, very rare. So basically for a shield, you just go shield extender, you go as much raw HP as you can, and the same goes for armor. It's basically buffer, and some more buffer. So for example...
stay around longer.
Yeah. And for example, that's if you fly solo in a small group. And for example, if you fly with logistics, then it's the other way around. Then you pack resistances, so the logistics can have an easier time repairing you.
Like I said last week, if you really want to tick people off, just put the War Corp stabs in the lows, and they won't be able to catch you. You'll have plenty of time to get away.
And okay, so the lows down here now. Now, you sound like you're talking multiple.
Yeah, if you have just like a shield extender to give you a buffer, and then put at least 2 in the low, then they'll have to have at least 2 points of strength over to catch you. So they'll have to have like either 2 long points or 1 scram that has also shuts down your micro warp drive plus another point.
Which you don't have enough frigates. Frigates really don't fit that, so you're pretty safe.
Yeah, so all those times people catch you, you'll have enough time to hopefully click something and warp away.
Right. Okay, well, yeah, I want to take a look at that. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get hull upgrades level 1 going here so that I can at least fit damage control, which I think will be maybe the biggest help to me, because I haven't been able to repair while I've been out there. Even while running.
Well, then you should just fit shield. And one of the bigger mistakes is people go with the... they think small, for example, small-sized shield extender is the appropriate size for small ships, i.e. frigates. But you should actually go for a medium shield extender on a frigate. It will fit.
Well,
It'll just bring your cap really quick.
Yeah.
No, shield extender. The passive HP. It's not an active one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. I thought you meant the boosters. Sorry.
So, Paladin, you were saying stabs. I want to take a look at that. Is that what they're called?
Warp
core
core
stabilizers.
Okay.
So you just put in warp core and search, and it's all good.
What about an inertia stabilizer? It always seems like Markee just barely gets caught. If he could just get flipped around quick enough to the gate and get out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, in a frigate.
Those
Well-
increase your signature so that they can lock you faster.
Exactly. If he wants that, he should go for nanofiber.
That was a
but
nano nerf. They nano nerf. They nerfed that because obviously the back a while ago they had people that used a lot of nano, and they would go incredibly fast and wouldn't be able to get shot at until they nerfed it, stopped that from happening.
Well, that was ages ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was around about the time the Pandemic Legion was using it in fleet battles. Every single ship that they had in a fleet was nanoed, even down to the Dominix was nanoed, and it was going incredibly fast. Fighting against it, you'd never hit it.
I mean, nano still works. It's just, yeah, not like it used to be. Well, that was crazy.
Oh, it was amazing when it did work, though.
Okay, so I think I got some new toys to play with. First off, I got to go pick up these books. It'll be like 30 minutes of training. But 2 books, one for the warp core stabilizers, the other for damage repair. Paladin, are you suggesting that I put 3 stabs in here, or just like 2 and 1 repair, 1 damage control?
Damage control, maybe 2.
Okay.
And then you put the Shieldix in here if you can even fit it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
It will fit. The thing is, you will not need a repair in the low slots because that is for armor. And if you have a medium shield extender, that would add enough HP, enough raw hit points on your ship for you to be able to warp out in time without ever passing shield. So you will not need an active armor repairer in the low slots because you will never go past shield.
That being the theory.
It's a bit odd.
Well, considering that this is only
Bit
a
odd
1 day old
stairs.
character, this we're saying is, can he even fit it?
Well, let me.
I don't think it need Tech 1 maybe. I think.
Okay, so shield extender.
Medium sized if you can.
It helps if I spell stuff right. My dyslexia is getting in the way. Oh shit. Now my typing's getting in the way. Holy cow. Oh my god. I'm just keep editing the wrong thing. IEL. There we go. Okay, so isn't this, let's see, what do I have? The civilian shield, that's just civilian. And so you're saying medium shield extender 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
One
see,
or
the
the-
difference
or a
is one is active. The one you have now is actively repairing with the cost of capacitor. This what you're looking at now just adds a pure raw hit points bonus without requiring any capacitor of any sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Does it use CPU though, the extenders? Because I usually find that those the CPU on the frigates is
I
next
think
to
it's
nothing.
more power grid than CPU, but
Much more power
it's
grid.
gonna be hard to fit.
Well, I'll buy a couple of them and we'll try it out and just see what happens. So it's another book to train. It looks
What
like
do
I
you
have about
call
45 minutes of training.
You'll need a hauler to haul them because they're quite big.
Hey Markee, before you buy those, you don't have enough power grid.
Okay. So, okay. I wonder if I can do small shield extender.
Probably could, but the mediums are just too much power grid. If you put 2 of those on there, you could take all the rest of your modules off and just run with 2 2 shield extenders.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Might be worth him looking at buying because he's Galente. You're Galente, right, Markee?
Yes. Yes.
To get a faction navy ship of that faction and using that for your faction warfare, purely because they're faster, stronger, and you can fit a lot more smaller units on there.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he's not going for PvP
I mean, I use
right
faction
now.
warfare. I use
Well, I'm going for survival.
firetails.
I'm going for survival is what I'm doing. I need to be able to take out the rats, of course, and then sit there and just be able to survive. And survival may mean running. That is one tactic of survival. It doesn't mean I have to sit there and fight. But I keep getting run off is what's happening. And if I can, take on another guy to where they take off because they're not having enough success against me, then great. Or if I can last a lot longer sitting there with them giving me grief, then great.
You will not be able to last that long.
If you orbit the actual, you're orbiting around for faction warfare. If you orbit it out of somebody's effective range when they warp in, so say you orbit it at like, I don't know, 30 or something, that's out of a disruptor's effective range, even Tech 1 or Tech 2, so you should be okay.
Yeah, but then they have a Markee warp drive, so that won't be any good
yeah,
at all.
that'll give him enough time to run away, though.
But that's what
see
the
what I'm
warp core
saying?
stabilizers
You'll see them come in.
That's what the warp core
But
stabilizers are for.
it's that extra moment of, while he's streaming, he's doing something else and he's sidetracked. It might give him something else, a little bit more time just to get the hell out of there and save his ship and his pod.
I like what chat's saying. They're like, listen to the guy who's English.
Which one
don't
is
listen.
that?
Oh, they said don't?
Playing for
Don't
10
listen.
years.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so here's the deal, everyone. I am going to, listen to multiple people, and whether I make mistakes or not, it happens. But
Is the afterburner necessary with the warp core stabilizers?
Well, you want to be able to keep your transversal up against the rats at least.
yeah.
He can just do that without any afterburner. That's the thing. Without any skills for example, tracking, he will just be ruining his own damage by going too fast.
Well,
So
but they can fly faster than me is the problem, and they've been running from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You might want to fit rails instead of blasters.
Okay. Well, I figured
Yeah,
I would at
and-
least start with getting these books that I just purchased for some of the stuff and getting the training started. So.
What I would suggest, if I were you, Markee, I would still go I will go for as much raw hit points as possible, because I've fought these people with warp core stabilizers and even a cloak and medium shield extenders, and it takes me a good 30 seconds to plink down the shield, which is more than ample time to warp out. So if you were to get some basic skills that just takes a few mere minutes, such as engineering for more power grid, or the skill that reduces shield extender power grid need, then you will be able to fit a medium shield extender, and you will literally have 30 seconds for you to warp out when they start shooting you.
He's not going to be able to fit a medium on that ship. The medium requires 28 power grid? I looked at it just a minute ago. I can't imagine him fitting that to that ship. I mean, even if you train those skills, he'd have to have them all to 5, so that doesn't make any sense.
I don't
The
think
smalls
so,
might
actually.
make sense. Power grid for the Tech 2 is 31 megawatts. Power grid for the Tech 1 medium is 28. So his total is 42, I think.
I can open it up and look here. 42.6.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. He would have to take all of his guns off to put on 2 medium, or even just, I mean, that
Who
wouldn't
said
work.
2 medium? It was 1 medium shield extender.
Well, he would have to just fly with 1 medium shield extender and guns. That just doesn't seem like a...
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm going for. He's not going to be fighting anyone. He's just going to be going for pure survival. Survive enough seconds to warp out, you know?
That's why I was saying the warp core stabs, because all these past times he's been getting pointed, so he can't run away.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense with the warp core stabs than the medium shield extender. Small one still kind of makes sense, though, just for the extra DPS in case they do start hitting you before you can get away.
Because how much power grid did a medium shield extender require again?
28.
28, and the ship itself, basic skills, no skills, an Atron has 37. Then apply, for example, let's say engineering to level 3. That's another 15%, and takes what, like 2-3 hours. And then we have a shield, what is it, shield operation or one of those shield management that reduces the power grid, the requirement of the actual module. He'll be able to fit a medium, no problem.
But
everyone
I don't
does
think
it.
he's gonna do it during the stream though. He's not gonna. We're not gonna sit here and watch him train skills for 3 hours while we wait.
Oh, come on! You don't want to do that?
Oh, future preference,
shield.
that's what I meant. Future
Shield
preference.
upgrades.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, that's what I at least would aim for, because that would be the most optimal for what he's attempting.
If my CEO was on, I would have asked him if he wanted to come on. And those of you might have heard of him, Chat Gris.
I still think the warp core stabs are a good idea, and maybe a small shield extender. I think you both kind of are on the right track.
No, he should definitely go for warp core stabs. I'm just saying he should go for both of them, medium shield extender and warp core stabs. Because there's still ships, still frigates that can push 200 damage, 200 DPS, and if Markee is busy elsewhere, I mean, in a few seconds he'll be down with a small shield extender.
Well, okay. So here's the deal. I mean, I've only got so much skill on this guy. I'm just going to do something that's better than what I've got right now, and then you know, one step at a time. And maybe the shield upgrades and what was it that lowers my requirements on that? You were saying, was it engineering?
Engineering.
Engineering
yeah.
raises the ship power grid output. The shield, what was his skill?
Shield upgrades.
Yeah, that reduces the module requirement.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so I popped. Well, I have engineering level 3 right now, and
Should
so,
be good enough.
Yeah. And so, you know, maybe I just get this fitted up, try it out a little bit, see what happens, and then see where we're at. As it stands, go ahead, Paladin.
They're trying to tell you fits for the future. I'm trying to tell you fit for now.
Yeah, that's what I want to go for, is right now. Now, I do need to have goals for the future, no doubt about it, because I need to know where I'm going with this. But, you know, obviously for the show, I want to get up and running. And,
Yeah, Paladin's right for today. He's absolutely right with the warp core stabs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know because we've come across these people all the time farming duplexes. You
Yeah.
can't catch them because they've got the stabs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me go pick up those stabs and the
Why the hell did I not think of stabs?
The only way you can catch them is we all warp. They're in a small plex. We all warp in thrashers and then alpha them.
One thing that you should consider though, Markee, when you fit 2 or even 3 warp core stabilizers is what is it that you're removing? You're removing the most of your DPS, your damage, which means that it will take longer for you to kill the rats. So you might want to train some basic DPS increasing skills, i.e. gunnery skills, to sort of level the playing field.
Yeah, okay, I have gunnery in training right now. It's got 3.5 days left on it. I forget what level it is, but...
Are you using
Yeah.
Eve on Markee to plan your skills out so you're not wasting time?
no, I have not. And...
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, it's been suggested many, many times, and I've resisted.
Markee's going all natural for the
Oh
first
my
3
god,
days.
yeah, swinging free.
It'll be one of those. It'll be one of those characters that you owned. It's like, why the hell did I skill that? And why did I skill that? And why the hell am I flying that?
Well,
And what
you
the
know,
hell was I using that for?
here's the deal, guys, and why some of these things seem like maybe they don't make sense on what I'm doing, and it's just the way that the way that I learn best is by trying, is by doing. And so, and whether that's in a video game or that's in real life or whatnot, it's like you buy a bicycle and it comes in a box unassembled. Well, I just start putting pieces together and I don't look at the instructions unless I get stuck, or I may just briefly look at them and then go forth. And that may not be the right way to do it, but it's my way of doing it. And so that's kind of what I feel like on here, and I feel Paladin's rub on that. I think it rubs him really wrong that I do that.
Well, I think that you would have been further along if you had done the tutorials and everything.
Yeah. So and you're right. I probably would have, but it's not the way I enjoy doing it, and I wanted to have fun doing it as well. I mean, I'm not saying you can't have fun in the tutorials and stuff, but. Just my.
Don't think the tutorials would have been much fun to watch on the stream, though.
This is one of the things that did factor into my decisions on how I've done this stuff. So.
I do believe one of the main problems that you've become sort of a jack of all trades is with so many people talking about so many different subjects that you haven't been had time to dive into one subject.
Well, here's the deal on that, too. With this being a show, with this being something that I want to be entertaining and informational for as many people as possible, I have to keep a wider focus on things. I can't take really narrow, because I lose all the people who are bored in that portion. They come back again, they get like, "You're doing that again," and they're gone. So that's also part of my thoughts on this, is that, and whatever you guys are talking about, I want to hear about it, because obviously those of you who've taken the time to get on the TeamSpeak and talk about it, and those who are talking about stuff in chat, most of the time it's because they're important to them. Sometimes they're screwing around with me, telling me to hull tank, but besides that, or like snipe hunting.
Or send someone is gonna eat triple sit.
Right. Well, that one, I actually think now that other thing was a bot, because it was the exact same block of text, and we had 3 times we had warned him on a previous show for a different game, and so it was probably just a bot that comes in and posts every time I came online. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so, okay, well, let's do here a little refitting on this, and so I'm probably going to take these magnetic field stabilizers off. Is there an easier way to take those?
Here's a tip for people creating chat bots if you want to be taken seriously. Is punctuate, spell correctly. That's the way they type makes it sound like they're a 12-year-old.
Yes, well, quit teaching them how to do it better.
One way to unfit is if you hover over the module and there's the first button that shows up is unfit. It's an arrow pointing to the left.
Okay. So it looks like I can't put the warp core stabilizer on yet. I don't have the skills. So it's training right now, and I don't think I can put damage control on either. Nope. Well, shoot. Okay, so let's see how long I've got left on the skills here. I know it's not very long, but okay, 5 minutes and 8 minutes. So,
so as a reminder, those stabs increase your locking time, decrease your locking range.
Okay, I already have really short range on this thing too, or it's my guns that have really short range. So, okay, well let's just end this episode right here. I think this is a good spot to end this episode, and then we'll do a couple of drawings, and when we come back, these will be done, and we'll get right on it. So if you're watching this live, don't go anywhere, because we shall be right back. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, you just have to wait for another episode tomorrow. And for those of you here on Twitch, check this out. This is the ultimate tool for following people here on Twitch. Now that you've made it this far in the video, let me show you something pretty cool. Have you ever wanted to watch live? I mean, you may be watching live right now, or you've always wondered, how do I know when Markee's going to be on live? Well, let me show you. I found something really cool. If you're using Chrome's web browser, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and you type in Twitch, Twitch, hit enter, and a bunch of stuff comes up. Now, there's this application called Twitch Now, and it is really, really cool. And here's why. Because this application allows you, when you follow me or whoever else you like on Twitch, to be automatically notified when someone is broadcasting in an unobtrusive way. I was so happy to see this because I saw that I no longer had to sift through those emails. Instead, I've got this little button in the upper right, and I click on it, and it shows me all of the sites, all of the channels that I'm currently following. And so, and it looks like it shows them in the order of how many viewers there are. Now, I went ahead and I followed everybody right now who is broadcasting War Z. And just as an example, so I followed all of them. I'm not getting emails because they're all online, and this is awesome. They're just all right here. I click on one, it opens up in a new tab for me, and you know, really lets me watch them. I can close that one. I can go on to the next one, and it opens it up, and I'm sure it's going to show me another ad. But this is most definitely something that is very much needed, and it'll help me. So I know I'm here working. I don't even have to look at my emails or anything to know when someone is broadcasting that I'm following. This does refresh on its own. You can force it to refresh. It also allows you to browse for other games, look at the top streamers who are on right now, and search and a bunch of other stuff. It's a really, really nice application. I really like it. I think that it's really great, and I encourage you, if you want to know when I'm broadcasting and you use Chrome, to install this. It's very unobtrusive, just sits right up here up in the right, just has a little number next to it, and when nobody's streaming, there's no number. It's really cool. Anyway, I hope you find this of value, and please do follow me and subscribe on YouTube. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care.